'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then, let me know what you're podcasting all about. Hey gang, this is episode 104 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Anyone else need a vacation? 2020 kind of killed any and all travel. I'd like to get away this year. One of the locations top on my list of places to visit is New Zealand. So, for our third episode of 2021, I thought it might be fun to pay them a visit. Virtually, at least. We'll cover the country's history, famous locals, and the geography. If you're new to the show, welcome aboard. We have 30 trivia questions every week. Those are broken down into 3 rounds. Think of the show as your own personal Jeopardy game. If you want more info about the show, including rules and scorecards, visit us at dorkygeekynerdy.com. That covers the pre-flight safety briefing, so let's get started. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Auckland is the birthplace of what warrior princess actress? Lucy Lawless. Number 2. What is the most populous city in New Zealand? Auckland. As of 2018, the population was 1.4 million people. Number 3. What New Zealander put on a southern drawl for the 2009 Star Trek reboot? Carl Urban. Number 4. What is the capital of New Zealand? Wellington. It's also the southernmost national capital in the world. Number 5. What film trilogy, ending in 2003, was filmed primarily in New Zealand? The Lord of the Rings. The director, Peter Jackson, is from New Zealand. Number 6. What is the national sport of New Zealand? Rugby. Number 7. Peter Jackson isn't the only famous New Zealand director, who directed What We Do in Shadows, Thor Ragnarok, and Jojo Rabbit. Taika Waititi. Number 8. What mountaineer and explorer was born in Auckland in 1919? Sir Edmund Hillary. Number 9. New Zealanders are often called kiwis. Aside from being a fruit, a kiwi is what type of animal? It's a flightless bird. Number 10. Who is the monarch of New Zealand? Queen Elizabeth II. New Zealand is part of the Commonwealth. The Geeky Round. Number 1. What city is called the City of Sails, as it boasts the highest per capita boat ownership in the world? Auckland. Number 2. No matter where you are in New Zealand, you'll never be more than 128 kilometers from where? The seaside or the ocean. Number 3. What actress, raised in New Zealand, was the first millennial to receive an Academy Award for acting? Anna Paquin. She was 11 at the time. Number 4. The first commercial one of what was built on the Kawarau Bridge in Queenstown in 1988? A bungee jump. Number 5. How many time zones does New Zealand have? Two. Number 6. What sea separates New Zealand from Australia? The Tasmanian Sea. Number 7. New Zealand only has 2 native mammals. They are both what type of mammal? They are bats. Number 8. Frying Pan Lake is the world's largest what? Hot water spring. Number 9. What is New Zealand's unit of currency? The New Zealand dollar. Number 10. What constellation appears on the New Zealand flag? The Southern Cross. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. What's unusual about TV in New Zealand on holidays like Christmas, Easter, and Good Friday? TV commercials are banned on those holidays. Number 2. In what country will you find Old Zealand? It's a province in the Netherlands. It's spelled with 2 E's, not EA. Number 3. How many native species of snake can be found in New Zealand? Ophidiophobiacs, rejoice. There are no snakes in New Zealand. Number 4. New Zealand has 2 national anthems. The first is God Save the Queen. What is the other? God Save New Zealand. Number 5. In 1893, New Zealand was the first country to establish what right? The right for women to vote. Number 6. Baldwin Street has what world record claim? It's the steepest residential street in the world. It's 38 degrees in slope. Number 7. In what century was New Zealand settled by people? The 14th century. Polynesians settled in the 1300s and their descendants still live there. Number 8. What are the 3 official languages of New Zealand? English, Maori, and Sign Language. Number 9. New Zealand hosted the first instance of what sporting championship in 1987? The Rugby World Cup. Number 10. What New Zealand city is the first city to see the sun rise each day? Gisborne. It's located less than 500 kilometers from the international date line. And that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed our virtual tour of New Zealand. If you're actually from New Zealand, I hope you enjoyed a little trivia about your homeland. I don't know if I'll make it down there this year, but sometime soon. I'll have more vacation destination themed episodes later on this year, so stay tuned. Speaking of future episodes, here's your clue for next week. What decade gave us Animaniacs, Ren and Stimpy, and Rocko's Modern Life? This has been episode 104 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. The music has been by Jason Shaw. Thanks for listening.